I'm going to show you a lot of the stuff that I used to do when I was out there, when I was on tour at the highest level. I know we've gone over a lot of chipping stuff, but I want to make this as simple as possible. Push down and rotate. Coach, it's like giving the grass a haircut. I feel like I can really control this. I used to work so hard on this shot before I just used my chest going through.
Milwaukee's own Skip Kendall.
Skip Kendall.
Skip Kendall is 5 under today.
At the 9th. Chips in for birdie. He's tied for 3rd, 2 shots off the lead.
Hey, Skip Kendall here. I am going to have some fun today. That's all I want to do. I know we've gone over a lot of chipping stuff, but the thing that I want to do today is I'm going to show you a lot of the stuff that I used to do when I was out there. And I want to make this as simple as possible, but I want to show you some different shots that I used to hit that I had to play, when I was on tour at the highest level. And again, we're just going to have some fun with it today, so bear with me and let's get going. So I'm going to start off with a lot of the things that I have taught you already, and that is simply, the standard chip shot, push down and rotate, and use your upper body to come through. Now, a lot of people say, you should just kind of let the club fall. That's what I want to do. I just want you to rotate your upper body towards the hole, push down, get the club right here, rotate the face so you use the expose the bounce. And one of my students used to say, hey coach, it's like giving the grass a haircut. Exactly what I'm looking for right there. That's exactly what I want. I don't want to see you take a divot. The one thing that I want is a little bit more towards the toe of the club. So when the ball comes down, when the club comes down, the toe is actually going to be a little bit more down than the heel. Anytime you expose the heel like that, the club kind of gets caught in the grass, and that's a no-brainer. You don't want to do that. So here we go. So I always get just a little bit closer, so I'm going to go to this first pin right here. I have a 58-degree wedge. I lean forward, so I'm stacked on my upper body is completely stacked on my lower body. Ball position is about 2 inches in front of my back foot. And I'm going to push down, rotate, and just use my chest going through. A little bit short, I got to rotate a little bit faster. It's exactly what I'm looking for in this shot right there. Ball gets up in the air a little bit. So I have 58 degrees of bounce on this, 58 degrees loft on this club. I want the club to return right where it started and just go through, but I'm using my upper body to do this. If I lean the shaft, I don't want to compress the ball. I'm only trying to hit this about 7-8 yards, right? So let me try that again. I'm going to show you again. So I'm completely stacked. My nose is basically, my sternum is almost in front of the ball. My nose is on the ball. Push down, rotate, little bump left, rotate the upper body. And I know you didn't see that, but that one almost went in. So I'm getting better. All right, if I wanted to play another shot, I am gonna go to a 52. By the way, these are my new wedges that are coming out next year. I'm so excited about them. 2 years in the works, and I think you're gonna like them a lot. So I'm plugging this sub 70. They allowed me to do this. So I have between 48 and 60 degrees, 2-degree increments. Man, they look really good. I'm excited to get these out. So let's say 52. So now my landing point though is going to be a little different, and then I want the landing point to be just short of the green. It's going to be a little bit lower shot. This is if I don't have to fly it quite as far. Now that landed on the green. So you can see it went by just a little bit too far. But here we go. Push down, rotate, chest. And that would almost look like a putt going at it. Okay. That's pretty standard, all right? Now, if I wanted to go up to this pin that's just a little bit further, again, I'm gonna stick with my 52-degree wedge. I want the ball to land just barely on the green. And I want that ball to just roll up the green just like that, right next to the hole. I love that shot. You're always trying to land the ball as short as you possibly can on the green. It's always easier to do that than to try to fly it further on the green. It's a harder shot. You don't need to do that, okay? Now, if I want to get a little fancy, so I have my 58-degree wedge. I'm going to go back to it. Let's say I needed to play a shot to where I needed a little bit lower, but a little bit more spin. So I'm gonna do the same thing, but now I'm gonna create a little bit more speed and almost cut off the follow through. All right? Now, if I want the ball to be a little bit lower, same shot, almost feel like I'm gonna hook it a little bit, I'm gonna turn the toe down in the follow through. You can see the toe ends up here instead of a standard chip shot up here. All right, if I wanted to get the ball higher, I want to show you what I would do, and the only thing that I'm doing is manipulating my setup. So now I'm going to get the ball forward off my front foot, probably in the middle of my foot. I'm going to have the shaft angling back. I'm going to open the face. I'm right here, and now I'm not really going to change anything. That's all I'm gonna do there. Ball goes sky high. That's definitely if I want the ball to stop faster, it just goes up higher. Now, how about the ultra one, where I need the ball to stop really fast? The only difference is here, I'm gonna pull the handle left. So it's almost gonna be like a high cut in a way. Here we go. Create a little bit more speed, you can see the ball stops a lot faster. British Open shots. I used to practice this relentlessly before I went over there to play in the Open Championship. Greens over there are a lot slower, but they're a lot firmer. Sometimes you have the fairways being faster than the greens. So I used to practice this shot because I could be 30, 40 yards off the green, and I'm actually hitting just a really low, kind of chip shot, maybe 40 yards away from the green, where it's just gonna roll on the fairway and roll up onto the green. These are for shots that, let's say the pin is all the way across to the other side. Again, in the Open Championship, it could even be short on the green, but again, I'm gonna roll it through the fairway. Like I said, sometimes the fairways were faster than the greens over there. They were a lot slower. They were really firm, but a lot slower, and that's a combination that we don't really usually have over here. All right, so this is a pitching wedge. I'm just gonna go to that flag right there that's just over the top of the hill. So when I get here, again, nothing really changes. It's just gonna be a lot lower, and the ball's gonna roll out a lot more. I love that shot right there. I can walk up and tap it in. All right, we're gonna go all the way back to the other side. Again, nothing changes, except what I'm gonna do is, again, I'm gonna roll the toe over. So as you can see, the toe ends up in the follow through like that, instead of a normal chip shot face up towards the sky. So I'm gonna roll this over so I'm gonna make sure the ball gets rolling on the green. Now that's just left of the hole, but it's dead pin high. I feel like I can really control this. I used to work so hard on this shot before I went over there. I mean, I know I only played, compared to some guys, I played in 3 Open Championships, and the first time I was not prepared, but after that, I really knew what to expect. I don't know if there's a course over here that really prepares you for what you're gonna face over there, but after I played the first one, I really was able to, really, hit that shot really well. And again, I might be landing this 30 yards off the green, but kind of just rolling it up there. And again, even in the US, when you're here, I want the ball to land just barely on the green and have it roll. It's a much easier shot than trying to fly it over the top of this hill, spin it, and stop it by the hole. Could I do it? Yeah, but not consistently like this. I mean, those 2 shots right there are both within 5 feet. And I'm way over here. That's probably, 35, 40 yards to that hole location over there. And I feel like I can do this pretty much every time. Okay, let's get fun. Let's do this. All right, I'm back to my 58-degree wedge. I want to give you a Min Woo Lee shot. I've seen this on Instagram before. He goes like this and hits this, and I'm gonna try to make this, right? Oh! All right, just right of the hole. He does some funky stuff though. So let's see if I can do that. Oh, took too big a divot. Anyway, it's fun. Kids, don't try this on the course though. This is only to have fun with. And that's all he does, because he barely hits this shot on course. Again, it's all fun. I told you we were gonna have fun today. Anyway, I went over a lot of the shots that I used to hit on course. If you like this, we just had fun today. If you like this, please like and subscribe. There's gonna be a lot of content coming out and some really good content, maybe not all about today, but just wanted to have some fun today. We'll catch you guys next time.